one copy. Do you know what is written there? Final exit. What is written there? How to commit suicide. Novel methods of committing suicide. In Japan, the best seller book name is The Complete Manual on Committing Suicide. 3.5 lakh copies sold in within 1 year. And some people committed suicide with the book in their hand and committing the suicide in the manner in which it was mentioned in the book. France, the best-seller book name is Suicide Users Manual. You can understand how many books on suicides are coming out. What with a great increasing rate of suicides, not only in India, not only in developing countries, but also in the so-called developed countries, so-called affluent countries. The number of suicide is increasing, number of mental patients increasing, schizophrenia, depression, so many ways these mental health problems are coming up. Stress management has become very important topic, even in the corporate sector. According to Chicago-based research corporation, 40% of the companies are having regular courses on stress management. It is in the backdrop of this context that this topic, that is mental health and well-being, becomes very important. So what we can do is that there are three things involved here: mental health, physical health, and happiness. All the three jointly will give you well-being. All the three are required. If there is no happiness and peace, then even if you are physically well, it is no meaning. And unless and until you become physically and mentally well, you cannot have happiness. So these are three related things. Mental happiness is more important than physical happiness. Mental health is more important than physical health. That is why now they are talking about holistic health. Holistic health means which includes both physical health and mental health. Over a period of time, now the modern scientists have discovered the body-mind relationship. That is, most of the diseases are psychosomatic in nature. That means psychosomatic. Psycho means related to mental, somatic related to physical. So most of the diseases are psychosomatic in nature. If you are physically unwell, it will affect your mental health, your mental condition. If you are mentally not well, it will affect your physical health. Lot of researches have been done. Many books have been published now. Dr. Dean Ornish, he came out with the book Reversing the Heart Disease. And he also brought out a short program on reversing the heart disease. And people started meditation. Now in America, many people are going for regular meditation. Why? Because the doctors, physicians write in the prescription regular meditation of morning and evening 15 minutes is a part of their prescription. So 20 millions of people in America are regularly meditating now, not for enlightenment, but for physical and mental health. But that's not bad. Afterwards, they will come to spirituality, but they will come to know the real importance of meditation for enlightenment. But more importantly, they are coming for physical health. So this Dean Ornish, when he brought out the book, Reversing the Heart Disease, started a program called this one. How in America, people became so much attached to meditation. Why they started meditating regularly? One of the reasons was the insurance companies told that those who will go after, who will have passed through that short-term course of Dr. Dean Ornish of reversing the heart disease, they alone will be given insurance. So many people went for that type of course for getting insurance policy. Whatever may be the reason, many people are now meditating. And bypass surgery is bypassed. I'll give you the example. I knew one person, one doctor, he was a homeopathy doctor who was in Gujarat. And I knew him. Later on, he shifted to Pune to stay with his son, got retired and closed his clinic, went to live with his son in Pune. Many years back, I'm talking about many years back, I had some sort of invitation from Hyderabad. So those times, these airlines were not there, private airlines, and now the cheap airlines. So the only mode was train. So I was going by train, and he came to know about it. So he telephoned, Swamiji, please let me know your coach number because it's long since we have met. So I'll come to Pune station and meet you because Pune comes on the way to Hyderabad. I said, yes, I'll be very happy. So I informed him my coach number. After a few days, he telephoned me, Swamiji, I'm so sorry. I wanted to meet you, but in the meanwhile, I had a little problem. I showed to the doctors and they have told me to go immediately for bypass surgery. So on that day, I'll be in the hospital for my bypass surgery. So I'll not be able to meet. I felt sorry. I said, I'm so sorry for you. And I wish that you get well soon. This and that, I forgot about it. Then when I went there by train at Pune station, I was just sitting in my coach, in my seat. Suddenly I found the doctor there. I said, doctor, you were supposed to be in the hospital for your bypass surgery and you are here. He said, yes, Swamiji, everything was fixed, finalized that I would have a bypass surgery. But then I came to know about this course of Dr. Dean Ornish, reversing the heart disease. So I went through that short course. And after that course, I again showed to the doctors. They carried out the various type of examination and test. They said, no, you are okay. You don't need any bypass surgery. So bypass surgery can be bypassed can be reversed. The heart disease can be reversed. Bypass surgery can be bypassed by proper diet and meditation. So this is the new approach of holistic health that is coming, that if you get mentally well, it affects your physical health. And Dr. Deepak Chopra's books, they have come out. As you know, so many books have come out. The Perfect Health, the Quantum Healing, the Endless Body and the Timeless Health, in which he has brought out the connection between the body and mind, how the body affects the mind, and how physical health affects the mental health, and how the mental health affects the physical health. Dr. Herbert Danson, Associate Professor of Harvard Medical School, he carried out research for 25 years and brought out a book. The name of the book is The Relaxation Response. There he mentions if somebody regularly meditates, then the blood pressure comes down. So many people have started after that meditating, not for enlightenment, but for lowering the blood pressure. So anyway, in whatever way, so many scientists have carried out tests and they have confirmed that mental health affects the physical health and the physical health affects the mental health. Body-mind relationship has been established, and the importance of meditation for having mental health. Mental health, one of the important methods of getting mental health is meditation. Meditation has come from the Latin word meditare. Some Zen monks were meditating, and the neuropsychiatrist in Japan, they carried out a test with EEG machine. They put EEG machine on the Zen monks, and they were meditating. And what this neuropsychiatrist, they found, the graph, they observed the graph, that initially there were 10 to 12 cycles per second of alpha waves. Then as the meditation deepened, it came to 8 to 10 cycles per second of alpha waves. And finally, when it was too deep a meditation, there appeared theta waves of 6 to 7 cycles per second. Now, theta waves denotes tranquility. So it was proved that tranquility can be obtained by meditation. So likewise, lot of experiments are going on to find out the effect of meditation on mental health and the effect of mental health on physical health. Richard Davidson said that 50% of the patients who meditated developed greater immunity by flu, and they had higher level of flu fighting antibiotics. This is after a research he found out 50% of patients were given, all the patients were given flu vaccination. 50% of them, they were given courses on meditation. And after a few days, they found those who meditated, they had higher antibodies, higher flu fighting antibodies. What does that mean? That means that meditation can affect your mental health and also later on the physical health. So National Institute of Health recently has decreed that reduction therapies are effective in chronic pain. Psychologist Gray Jacobs of the Mind Body Medical Institute has documented dramatic brainwave changes, the onset of tranquil waves after 5 minutes of relaxation technique. These are so many experiments are being done. Association of American Medical Colleges shows that 92 out of 125 medical schools, including Harvard, offer courses on non-traditional healing methods. That is and they have proved that it is psychosomatic diseases. So these non-formal, that is, they go for alternative medicine, not only allopathy, but also homeopathy, Ayurvedic, yoga, meditation, so many other alternative methods, non-traditional methods of healing methods. 92 out of 125 medical schools in America are now having those courses. So now when we are talking about the mental health, we must always remember that if we want well-being, we must have both physical and mental health. And if we want mental health or physical health, one equation we must remember is that prevention is better than cure. So importance of psychic nutrition in this age of depression is very important. So National Institute of Mental Health USA, as I told you, they have declared that almost no family is free from some form of mental disorder, and 1/4 of all the citizens of USA suffer from some form of emotional stress. Dr. Carl Jung, what is the reason? What is the reason of this mental distress? Dr. Carl Jung says, a very famous psychologist in his own times, he says about 1/3 of my cases are suffering from no clinically definable neurosis.
इंट्रोड्यूस किए तो फिर क्या बोला, तुम करो, अब उनका मिली नहीं, ढूंढी, मैंने कहा स्वामी जी आप शुरू कर दीजिए, तो मैं अब उनका ढूंढ रही हूँ बायोडेटा। किसका? स्वामी जी का। अच्छा, तो ऐसे रखी, आप क्वेश्चन भी ढूंढ रही हूँ, पहले इनका बता दूं फिर। हाँ बेटा।
Dr. Carl Jung says about 1/3 of my cases are suffering from no clinically definable neurosis, but from the senselessness and emptiness of their life. That means they have forgotten the basic purpose of life. There is a beautiful Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed.
ओके
जहाँ में अपना स्पीकर बंद कर लीजिए. स्टॉप.
और बताओ व्हाट्सएप देख लिया
जी सर कैरी
There is a beautiful Zen story. A horse was galloping at full speed, and somebody asked the person, "Hey, where are you going?" And he said, "Ask the horse." Because I am not taking the horse, horse is taking me. This is the story of the most of the people, modern people. We are going mad after money, mad after this and that, not knowing what is the ultimate aim of life, what is the purpose of life. This emptiness of the purpose of purposelessness of whole life is one of the important reasons for our getting mentally sick and not having mental strength. Even a slight type of mental problem, a slight calamity can completely make us disturbed, and sometimes even for small petty reasons, the modern youth, they are committing suicide. All this is because they do not know the basic purpose of life. This is the most important thing. So now we must understand, if we want well-being, both physical and well-being, physical and mental health are important, and both are connected with each other, and prevention is better than cure. So in that case, what should we do? How to prevent this, any type of depression or any type of mental problem? Let us fill our mind with positive thoughts. If we can meditate a little morning, evening, so that's why I give the formula 5-5-5. 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of prayer, and 5 minutes of inspirational reading in the morning. And again in the evening night, before going to bed, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of prayer, and 5 minutes of inspirational reading. If we can follow this formula of 5-5-5, both morning, evening, that will be a great help for getting our mental health. And if our health is good, in that case, small problems coming in our life, because problems will come. Life itself means problems. Swami Vivekananda was asked a question by his disciple, that is Maharaj of Khitri, Ajit Singh Ji. Swamiji, what is life? Swamiji immediately replied, "My dear prince, life is nothing but the struggle of a being under the circumstances trying to press it down." Life is a struggle. Problems will come. Problems will come. But life itself is a problem. Problems will come. But you have to be bold and face the problems squarely. So if there is no problem, there is no life. Life itself is the problem. And another thing is, greater the problem, the greater the struggle, greater is the person who comes out of it. Many youngsters, they ask, why I am being driven like this? Why I have to face so many problems? Why I am being selected by Lord to face so many problems? These are the questions they ask. Then I ask them, do you want to be ordinary or extraordinary? I want to be extraordinary. Then remember the equation. Ordinary people have to undergo ordinary struggle. Extraordinary people have to undergo extraordinary struggle. Now you decide. If you want to become extraordinary, you will have to undergo extraordinary struggles. You find out. Just read any biography of any great man or woman. What do you find? Great struggle they had to undergo. The greater the struggle, Swami Vivekananda says, gives the equation. Greater the struggle, greater is the person who comes out of it. But you must come out of it. If you do not come out of it and go on weeping and sit down, that is not going to mend the matter. You have to stand up, fight, go forward without waiting. So Swami Vivekananda gave the formula: arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. There will be a lot of obstruction. Don't sit there. Go forward. Solve the problem. Face the problems squarely, boldly. Don't get afraid. And go on going forward and forward. So this is the thing. We have to solve, we have to face the problem squarely. Life itself is a problem. Doesn't matter. We'll fight with those problems. When Swami Vivekananda went to Benares, at that time, he went to Durga temple. And after his darshan, when he came out of Durga temple, some big monkeys, they started chasing him. You know what we call Hanuman, with black faces, big monkeys, big size. They started chasing Swami Vivekananda. So Swami Vivekananda became afraid. He started running. And the monkeys followed also. They also started running. Now, on one side was a pond. He can't go there. Swamiji can't go there. Another side was a big wall. So what to do? So Swamiji went on running and running. And the monkeys are chasing him. After some time, Swami Vivekananda got tired. What to do now? Suddenly he heard an old monk shouting at him, "Hey, daro mat, bandar ka samna karo. Don't get afraid. Face the brutes, face the monkeys." And then Swamiji stood up. He looked at the monkeys and he had a stick in his hand. He just waved his stick and all the monkeys fled away. Swami Vivekananda said afterwards in his lecture in America, that day I learned one of the greatest lessons of my life. What is that? Face the brutes, face the enemies, face the monkeys, face the problems of life squarely. Don't get afraid. If you get afraid, problems will follow you. If you face the problem squarely, problems will run away. Like there's monkeys will run away. This is one of the greatest lessons Swamiji said I heard. So life is a problem. There will be many problems. Doesn't matter. We'll face the problems squarely. Now, when we are talking about psychic nutrition, we are talking about developing a physical, that is developing a positive mental attitude. Develop PMA, avoid NMA. That is the best way of getting proper mental health and psychic nutrition. Avoid NMA, negative mental attitude. Develop PMA, positive mental attitude. So, how to solve these psychic problems, how to have psychic nutrition, how to face the problems of life. I have prepared a very brief note, very easy to remember, A to Z. If you go through that, that will give you how to prevent the mental problems, how to get over the mental sickness, how to prevent any mental problem coming or depression coming to your mind, and if at all they come, how to fight it out. So these are the mantras, so to say, on stress management, both for prevention and for curing. First is A, analyze the problem squarely. Most of the time when you are anxious, 90% of the worries are imaginary. This is what the psychologists have discovered. 90% of our worries are imaginary. It appears as very big, they are very big problems. But you put the question, is it really so? And when go on introspection, when you go on to introspecting, analyzing, you find no, it is not really so. It is not going to be that thing. So 90% of our worries are imaginary. Analyze the problems, and supposing if you are not able to, the 10% of the problems you are not able to remove, or you are not, they are still there and they are really there, then accept the situation. This is the situation you are placed. Yes, this is the real situation. Then adjust with the situation. So analyze, accept, and adjust. B is bite as much as you can chew. Sometimes we have overload of work, and we take up many, because of our ambition, we take up lot of work on our head. And then when we are not able to solve them, we are not able to face the problems that are coming out of that work, so many problems at a time, then we become anxious, we become overburdened, and we lose our mental balance. Then we become angry, we lose our temper. All this happens because of overload of pressure. So bite as much as you can chew. See, very important for developing PMA, count your blessings. Write down in your diary, what are your blessings? First, you will find there is no blessing, they are all curses. Start. Just think, no, I don't have anything. I'll give you an example. We had a youth convention, and the youth were asked if there any question, if there any problem. And one girl stood up, said she had a problem. She was having a lack of confidence. So she was told to come to the stage. Already she had no confidence and she was very much afraid. Somehow she came to the stage. And then the Swami said, okay, we'll find out how much money you get. For one good quality, you will get 1 lakh rupees. So how many good qualities you are having? He said, I don't have any good quality. I don't have any positive point. I don't have any plus point in my life. Okay, so you are Khakpati. Now we'll make you Lakpati. Okay, what are you doing at present? I am studying in college, second year of BA Arts. College? How did you enter college without passing 12th science, 12th examination, 12th arts examination? He said, no, I passed 12th examination. Oh, by copying? No. Now that start girl who said I do not have any confidence, she started roaring. What? Who told? I have copied. No. Oh, without copying, you passed 12th examination. Yes. Without copying, I have passed 12th examination. See, how many girls in our country, they have passed 4th examination, very few. Out of that, very few passed 10th examination. Out of that, very few girls in our country have passed 12th examination. You are one of them. How great you are. So 1 lakh rupees you get. And she got 1 lakh rupees. Then how do you go to college? I go bicycle. I'm talking about few years back. Now nobody goes by bicycle. I by bike or by bus. So she used to go by bicycle. Oh, you know cycling. Cycling is an art. 1 lakh rupees more. What do you do at home? I study. Anything else? Yes, cooking. Cooking? You know cooking? Oh, that is an art. 1 lakh rupees. Like that, she got 65 lakh rupees within 10 minutes. So this is how you have to count your blessings. I have got 2 hands. Arunima Sinha had only 1 leg. With that, she went to Mount Everest. So when we had called her for our youth convention for giving motivational talk, after the motivational talk, one girl wrote in the remarks that we got a lot of inspiration because we thought with only 1 leg she has conquered Mount Everest. She has created world record. We have got 2 legs. We can do much more. Why are you weeping? 2 legs, 2 hands. We have got 2 eyes, 2 ears. Everything we have got. And yet we are saying, no, I am nothing. I don't have anything. This is all negative thinking. Now, positive thinking will come when you start investigating in a critical way. What are my positive plus? What are my plus points? Some persons may be not very excelling in study, but some person may be excelling in sports, in games, in music. There are so many talents one person may be having. So much of talent is there. Swami Vivekananda said each soul is potentially divine. Inside every human being, there is a center of consciousness having infinite power. Only that power is unlimited power is there inside every human being, but it's untapped. Even according to psychologists, our consciousness, our conscious mind is only 10%. 90% of mental power is there in the subconscious mind. We have never tapped that subconscious mind. But according to Vedanta philosophy, beyond that, in the soul, there is infinite power, unlimited power that still is there untapped. So we have that power. We have a lot of possibilities. We have many plus points. So we have to remember that. Yes, I have got 2 eyes, 2 ears. I am getting 2 times food. 20% of the people are having one food, 1 meal per day they are getting. I'm getting 2 meals a day. How great I am, how fortunate I am. Write down. Likewise, go on counting your blessings. Then, at present, what is happening? We are remembering only 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 negative things. And day and night, we are repeating those 20 points. But when we go for PMA, we count your blessings, we count our blessings. There are hundreds of blessings as compared to the 20 negative points. There are so many plus points. Then confidence will come. Then positive mental attitude will come. So count your blessings is very important. But that requires, it will not come in a day. You write down that diary. Today you will remember 5 points. Tomorrow you will remember another 3 points. Then day after tomorrow you will remember another 5 points. Within a month you will be able to get all the plus points. Then after that, go on repeating those, reading those points time and again. Then you will be able to develop that power. D is do your best and leave the rest. The best mantra for stress management, do your best and leave the rest. Karmane vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karmafal hetu mate sangostva karmani. Says Sri Krishna to Arjuna in Gita. Do your best and leave the rest. And remember, the law of karma is supreme in the mental world, just as law of gravitation is supreme in the physical world. As you saw, so you reap. If you do good action, you will get good result. If you do bad action, bad result. Today or tomorrow, you are going to get the result, and not with simple interest, but with compound interest. So why worry about the result? Result will come automatically. It will come today or tomorrow. Don't worry about the result. The tension comes only when we worry about the result. Your work is to do your best. Now forget about the result. It will come automatically. Do your best and leave the rest. Enjoy. E for enjoy the game of life. This whole life is a game. Sometimes there will be victory, sometimes there will be defeat. It's after all a game. Accept the defeat as a part of the game. Then again try for more and more victories. But don't get bogged down. Do we get bogged down? Do we leave cricket after a defeat? No. We try more for getting victory in the next test match, next match. So, enjoy the game of life. F is for forbearance. Forbearance. Forbear, forbear, forbear. This is the great mantra. One of the most important reasons
Sir, but chance is limited.
for the youths getting impatient, committing suicide, one reason is they don't have any capacity of forbearing. Forbearance is a very great virtue, and the modern youth have lost that virtue. Particularly the girls, they become so emotional. Some little thing is done, some little thing is gone, and they just go for committing suicide. Why? They are not able the capacity of forbearance. Forbearance is a great virtue. Even for having harmony in the family members should have forbearance towards each other. Another thing is forget and forgive. Something has happened, let the dead past bury its dead. Some people, they go on pondering over the past things. Forget the past. Forget and forgive and march and go ahead. And face the brutes. As I told you that story of how Swami Vivekananda faced the brutes. So face the brutes, face the difficulties of life squarely. G is give without expectation. Unselfish is more paying in the long run. Unfortunately, people do not have the passions to practice this, says Swami Vivekananda. Unselfishness is more paying in the long run. Unfortunately, people do not have the passions to practice it. Give and without expectation, and you will find more is coming. You should not expect, but it will come by the very simple law of action, simple law of karma. H is hold on, do not quit. There may be some situation when you find that you have come to your end of your forbearance, end of your passions. Don't lose your heart. Just hold on. Hold on for some time. Who knows, the next moment will bring the victory cap. Next moment can bring. Any moment you can get the victory. So don't quit. Go on, holding on, holding on, holding on. I is for introspection. If any problem comes and you find that no, everything is gone, then you find, is it really so? Critically examination, that will be very helpful. Then you find most of the time it is not really so. But you have to introspect. J is for japam. If you repeat a mantra, that gives you a lot of power. Particularly repeat a mantra of any deity, whomsoever you like. Say, you are worshipper Shiva, then Om Namah Shivaya. Then Om Shri Ramchandraya Namah, if you are worshipper Shri Rama. Any mantra, Gayatri mantra, or just say Om, just Om. Om also will bring power. If you supposing you are getting angry, some anger is coming to your mind, just repeat 12 times Om and your mind will calm down. Japam is very important. K, keep smiling. Swami Vivekananda said, to be happy and smiling takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. Keep smiling. And Swami Vivekananda himself used to follow that method. When he would be giving lectures, he will be very serious. But after the lecture, he will enjoy, he will have laugh, he will laugh loudly, he will ice cream party and enjoy and laugh loudly, cut jokes. And Americans, they were little astonished to find him like that. So one day a lady said, Swami, you ought to be a little more serious. You are a religious preacher. Swamiji immediately replied, yes, madam, I too become serious when I got stomachache. I too become serious when I got stomachache. Why do you become serious? That means, then he said the real thing. Why should I be serious? We are the children of immortal bliss. Why should I be serious? This is the message he gave in the World's Parliament of Religion, Chicago in 1893. As you know, he delivered his historic speech on 11 September 1893 when he gave the message of harmony of religions for world peace. And then on 15th of September, he told about Hinduism, where he said, where he quoted a verse from Shweta Upanishad. Shunvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Adityavarnam Tamasa Parastat Tameva Viditvati Mrityameti Nanya Pantha Viditayanaya. I have found the ancient points beyond all miseries. By knowing him alone, you shall be free from all miseries. And then he told Americans, dear American sisters and brothers, let me call you by this sweet name. What is this? Amritasya Putra. Ye, the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings. Ye, divinities on us sinners, it is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing label on human nature. Come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. Your souls immortal, spirits free, blessed and eternal. Ye are not matter, ye are not bodies. Matter is a servant, not ye the servant of matter. So that is the message he gave of Vedanta, of Shweta Upanishad, that we are the children of immortal bliss. So Swami Vivekananda said, why should I be serious? We are the children of immortal bliss. So, हम आनंद की संतान हैं. We are the children of immortal bliss. Why should I be serious? That's the reply he gave. L, let the dogs bark. हाथी चले बाजार में, कुत्ता भौंके हजार, साधुन को दुर्भाव नहीं, निंदे चाहे संसार. If somebody criticizes you, don't get disheartened. Don't get too much disturbed. Let the dogs bark. हाथी जब जाता है कुत्ते भौंकते रहते हैं, हाथी उसकी तरफ देखता भी नहीं है। और उन लोगों को मत बताना कि आप लोग कुत्ते हैं और ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा। हाथी चले बाजार में, कुत्ता भौंके हजार, साधुन को दुर्भाव नहीं, निंदे चाहे संसार। Some people, they have got this habit of criticizing. Let them criticize. What does it matter? भगवान ने दो कान दिए, एक सुनने का, एक बाहर निकालने का। Don't let it enter. Don't get disturbed by criticism if you really want good mental health. Aim is for meditation. I told you the advantages of meditation, how meditation is becoming very important for developing PMA, positive mental attitude, how the meditation is very important for getting tranquility, how meditation is very important for lowering the blood pressure, how meditation is important for getting mental health, sound mental health. And aim is also for music. Music plays a very important part in calming down your mind and in having tranquility of your mind. N is never expect. Expectation will always bring misery. Do your work, do good, be good. That's all. But if you expect something and if the expectation is not fulfilled, you get misery. This is what is happening now. So many breakups are coming, love affairs. I have given you 10 kg of love and you have given me 9 kg of love, so I'll give you divorce. This is what is happening. Expectation will always bring misery. Give. It will come back. But don't now give too much attention on this expecting. Expectation will always bring misery. Always organize. If you properly organize your table, organize your things, then the time taken will be less, and then you will be able to manage your time better, and in that way you will be having less of stress. P is for pray. Prayer is very important. One of the best prayers, Swami Vivekananda said, the best way to become happy is to see that others are happy, and the best way to get peace of mind is to pray for others' peace of mind. The best way to become happy is to see that others are happy, and the best way to get peace of mind is to pray for others' peace of mind. So he used to prescribe that every day morning we should start our meditation with this prayer, the prayer with which I started. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashchid dukham apnuyat. Let all be happy, let all be happy, let all attain goodness, let none get misery. This is a beautiful prayer. So prayer, this is one of the best prayer. Another prayer is praying for the, one prayer is for praying for the welfare of the whole world, the happiness of the world. Then there are many other types of prayers where you be grateful to God for whatever He has given. There is third type of prayer where you ask God to to give you the strength to overcome the difficulties. So there can be many types of prayers. Prayer can be a great source of fighting with your problems. Quit bad habits. Bad habits, why so many people have become a drug addict? Some problem has come because of which they do not get sleep, then they started getting their drugs, then they become take more and more sleeping drugs and more pills, and now they are not able to come out of it, and they become more depressed, then they go for drugs. This is a vicious circle that they are going through. So if there are some bad habits, it will give rise to much more worse type of bad habits. So quit bad habits with your willpower and with the prayer and with the help of the guidance of the elders. If necessary, you can go to de-addiction center also. R is for reading. Reading good books, reading inspiring books is one of the most important methods of developing PMA. One of the most important methods of preventing any type of mental hazard or mental crisis. It will prepare you for facing all the problems of life. Reading inspiring books is very, very important. Doing is very good, but that comes from thinking. Fill the mind, therefore, with highest thoughts. Place them day and night before you. And out of that will come great works. This is what Swami Vivekananda says. Doing is very good, but that comes from thinking. Fill the brain, therefore, with highest thoughts. Place them day and night before you, and out of that will come great work. So, reading will help you a lot, particularly at the time of crisis in life, the type of mental crisis. These inspiring books will help you a lot. I'll give an example. One small book, Thoughts of Power. How this small book has helped many students to come out of their mental problem. Another book, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Sri Ramakrishna Vachanamrit, that is in Hindi. In Bengali, the name is Ramakrishna Kathamrita. And in English, the name is the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. So many languages these books have come out. Thousands of copies have been sold all over the world. Most of the languages of the world and most of the languages of India, this book is now available. And many people, they were prevented from committing suicide by getting that mental solace after reading that book. In fact, the author himself, Master Mahasaya Mahendra Gupta, he had decided to commit suicide because of the various problems that he was facing in his life. And then he suddenly, incidentally met Sri Ramakrishna, and then he got so much peace of mind. He started coming more and more and wrote down all the conversation of Sri Ramakrishna with the devotees in his diary. And later on, Swami Vivekananda saw that diary and he says, Master Mahasaya, you must publish this book for the welfare of the world. No, it's my private diary. But after that, at the great insistence of Swami Vivekananda and Holy Mother Sharda Devi, he published that book. The name of the book is The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. In Hindi, the name of the book is Ramakrishna Vachanamrit. So many people have been prevented from committing suicide. So many people, by reading this book, so many people have got so much peace of mind. Many people, they go every day, night, they read some portion of Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and then they go to bed. So this, in reading inspiring books is very important. S is struggle. Struggle is life, as I told you. So you struggle with full force. Don't accept the defeat. T, remember this formula. T is this too shall pass. Abraham Lincoln used to keep a plate. In that it was written, this too shall pass. And somebody asked, why you have written this? That sometimes I get success and in my life, and then I become very much elated and I become egoistic. And then I remember, this too shall pass. This is a temporary affair. So then my ego comes down. And sometimes bad days come when I become disheartened. Again, I see that, oh, this too shall pass. So I am able to get over that melancholy, get disappointment. No, this too shall pass. Some good days are ahead. These are the bad days through which I am passing. So this too shall pass. Remember this formula. This too shall pass. This is a temporary affair. Today we are passing through. Today we passed through. At the time there was a big pandemic, corona virus pandemic. What a big pandemic. It was not epidemic, it was pandemic. But we passed through it. 2 years horrible. Second wave was much more horrible. So many people died. But that is gone. So another problem will come. This too shall pass. Then good days will come, but this too shall pass. So we have to remember, everything in this life is temporary. What happens next moment, we do not know. But this too shall pass. When the days are very hard, when you are passing through a very bad phase of life, remember this. This too shall pass. This is not permanent. Good days will be coming. Maybe very soon you will have good days. So this too shall pass. Remember. U is for unselfishness. Unselfishness is key to happiness, as I told you. Unselfishness is key to happiness. Swami Vivekananda says, unselfishness is the test of religion. Unselfishness is God, Swami Vivekananda says. The real key is unselfishness. More unselfishness you are, the more happy you will become, ultimately, in the long run. V is for voodoo dolls. These are all temporary methods devised by these psychologists. That is when how to overcome stress, how to face the crisis, how to face the problems. Then one of the method is voodoo dolls. Another method is head diaries. Another method is punching bags. So the psychologist said, you see why the problems are coming, because you are remembering the problems, and that is how you go on becoming more and more disappointed. For example, a person is coming out of his house and his wife is scolding him. Now he cannot scold his wife, he cannot pay back in the same coin. Why? Because if she goes away, then who will cook for him? So he pockets that insults. What does he do? He comes to the office and right and left he fires at his subordinates. Now the subordinates know how to pay back in the same coin, but they keep mum. And all these emotions of whatever they could not speak, they go into the subconscious mind and create problem. So psychologists say you must express your feelings. My God, if I express my feelings, I will lose my job. The psychologists say, no, we will find out a solution. We have found a solution. Go to the market and bring voodoo dolls, punching bags, head diaries. Come back to your house. Close the doors and windows of your room. Put the voodoo doll on your table. And now write down the name of your boss, of your mother-in-law, of your wife, whomsoever you want to put your stress out. And the pins are available along with that voodoo doll. Blue pins are for injury, black pins are for serious injury. And if you want to murder your boss, then red pins are also available. Just give a red pin and your wife is murdered. You are so happy. Your boss is murdered. You are so happy. So then you will have sleep without any tranquilizer. This is the solution. But unfortunately, these are temporary solutions because next day you find the boss sitting on the chair. You murdered him at night with the red pin, but again he is sitting here. But anyway, these are all temporary methods of stress management. W is for work is worship. Try to convert work into worship. That will give you a lot of satisfaction. And then if the result is not forthcoming immediately, even then you will have satisfaction. I have done my worship. I have done my work. X is for exclamation in the mind. That is for introspection. Try to see through the mind. Don't go for the surface problem. Go inside the problem. Go inside the problem and find out the real cause of the problem. That is the type of mind we have to develop through great introspection. You are the creator of your own destiny. This is a very important thing. The law of karma says, as you sow, so you reap. So don't go to an astrologer. भैया देखो तो मेरा क्या भविष्य में क्या है. No, Swami Vivekananda says, you are the creator of your own destiny. Is there nothing called destiny? Yes, destiny is there. But who created destiny? Who created this destiny? You yourself have created this destiny. Whatever I am today is because of my past karmas. And that very thing proves whatever I'll be tomorrow depends upon my present karmas. If my present has been determined by my past karmas, my future will be determined by my present karmas. Prarabdha, whatever I am suffering through, prarabdha. Prarabdha means past karma. So, if I do purushartha now, purushartha means hard work if I do today, then my prarabdha for future will be better. So, you are the creator of your own destiny. That is a great message of Vedanta, great message of Swami Vivekananda. Don't think about destiny. Don't try to know your destiny. Try to change your destiny by efforts, by more of your exertion. Change the destiny. You are the creator of your own destiny. That is the message of Vedanta. And Z is for Zen meditation. Zen meditation is just keep aware of whatever you are happening. The new name is mindfulness. Just keep aware. Don't try. There are two types of persons, One is a police officer. He catches the thief. One is a CID officer. He doesn't catch the thief. He just notes down where the thief has gone, from where he has gone to this place. He's a CID officer. So you have to be a CID officer. Zen meditation is becoming a CID officer. Don't try to change the thoughts. Just try to analyze. Just try to watch your mind, how it is behaving. That will give you strength because you will be able to come to know the good points and the bad points of your mind. You will be able to diagnose your mental problem. during Zen, during meditation. So I have given you a brief resume, a brief uh, idea of how to have mental health, better mental health, how to cope up with stress, how to prevent the disappointment, depression coming to our mind, and how to have total overall well-being by having physical and mental health. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.